What are those values that are non-negotiable for you? What is the line that you would draw in the sand, thou shalt not cross?
So the basics of our democracy itself are a hard line for me. You know, when we see one branch of government that's usurping power and taking power away from the other two branches of government, we see the executive bowling over Congress, and we see a Congress that doesn't have the gumption to stand up and say, no, we're an equal branch of government. We should be performing oversight. We should be allocating where funds go and hold the power of the purse. We should be declaring war and making it clear who you can bomb and blow out in the middle of the ocean. I don't find that's a hard line for me. That's not what the founders envisioned. That's not what they wanted. And that's not what they hoped that we would carry forward. The other would be human rights and dignity. When we have an executive that has made it clear that they're not going to adhere to basic humanity for other people, whether that is deploying National Guardsmen in an attempt to intimidate people into the streets when we know that there's no emergency, using ICE as a brown shirt force to brutalize people and take away their basic human rights, taking away people's health care, right? So health care is not a right in the United States, but we all know that it's part of what gives people dignity, the ability to see a doctor if they need one, to not go bankrupt if they get sick or hurt. Those are my hard lines. So the foundations of our government and applying human dignity and respect to all people.
I think one thing a lot of elected officials don't understand is that you all can exist without us, we cannot exist without you. And a lot of decisions are being made without consideration of the people in this room, our constituents, things like that. So that's a start. When there are so many people, and as I go around town, as I make calls and so forth, and so many folks are saying they can't even get in contact with representatives, with members of Caucus, and that's a problem. That's a big problem. So as far as where my hard line is, it's starting there. It's remembering who we work for, and we're representatives. On the House side, we are representatives. So what we bring should be a reflection of everybody in this room and everyone we speak with. So, and we're not saying that. A lot of decisions are being made and folks are unhappy with it, and we're not conveying that message to them as far as why we have to go in those directions, then that's a problem. So, we're not seeing a lot of compassion, we're not seeing a lot of empathy, we're seeing a lot of just blatant, disregard for the rule of law, things like that. I mean, just people being, I get angry about that. And I know maybe to a fault sometimes, but I get angry because, that's the reason I got into this, because I feel, the way the government, we should be trusting the government, and we're nowhere near that right now. And, it's distressing, it really is. And that's actually what keeps me in this, but, we have to get back to, again, remembering who we work for and being a true, being true representatives